Good afternoon. When I was 2.5 years old, I began having seizures and I was diagnosed with epilepsy. I had ongoing and uncontrolled seizures, sometimes hundreds a day. The seizures made learning in life extremely difficult. By the time I was 4, I was diagnosed with intellectual disability. I have a rare genetic disorder called Noonan syndrome. My name is Megan, and this is my story. Living with intellectual disabilities and seizures is extremely frustrating, scary, and isolating. There were many doctors, surgeries, scary medical procedures, and injuries. Learning was always difficult. At age 10, I couldn't yet write my name, walk down the driveway without holding someone's hand, or get myself ready for school in the morning. But these things are not my greatest challenges. Because of my intellectual disability, I've always been treated differently. I don't get taken seriously, and I don't get the same opportunities as others. As soon as they pick up on my disability, they avoid me. But just because I have difficulties of speech and language doesn't mean I have nothing to say. Because I learn differently doesn't mean I don't have the same thoughts, feelings, and dreams as everybody else. Like you, I want a good life with friendship, community, the chance to be my best, have a voice, and make a difference. I don't get invited to events like others. It's like a gift when it happens. It makes me feel understood and valued. Like my friend Monica hangs out with me. The first time she invited me out, we went to the mall to get our nails done. On our way there, we were jamming to Disney songs in our car. We went out to dinner at Montana's after. On occasion, we went on double dates. We would get together and make silly videos of her late dog Carl or watch TV shows. I feel happy when she includes me. Schools and institutions would often think that because of my intellectual disability, I needed protection and assistance when I didn't. At the first high school I attended, I wasn't allowed to go to the cafeteria to sit with my friends or go outdoors at lunch. I wasn't even allowed to go to the library. I wasn't even allowed to go to the high school dances when I really wanted to go. I wasn't even allowed to go to the bathroom without being escorted. In contrast, I want to tell you about Miss Anna Marie Battiti, the teacher who I had at Assumption College High School after I transferred there. Miss Battiti was a wonderful woman. She looked like Snow White with her fair skin, her curly raven black hair, and her red rose lipstick. I was very shy. I actually thought me uneasy at first because there were so many things I wasn't used to doing independently. If I said, I can't do this, she would say, yes, you can, just try. She encouraged the best in me, and she got me to challenge myself. If I was doing an errand, I would say, can someone go with me? She would say, no, you can go on your own. At Assumption, we were always included with the rest of the school. The first time that I heard that we were allowed to go to the high school dances, I was ecstatic. When I'm included and you say, you can do this, Megan, it encourages me to be my best. Assumption was finally a place where I found safety and belonging. I'm so confident and more capable today because of Miss Battiti and Assumption College. As I mentioned before, at age 10, I had trouble with coordination and balance. Even walking down the driveway was difficult. When I had the brain surgery to control my seizures, I slowly started getting more active. In my first high school, I was 14 when I was bullied and sexually assaulted. I was petrified and I didn't want to go to school. I locked myself in the bathroom so I would miss the bus, anything not to go to school. The school didn't believe my story and didn't do anything about it. I was still forced to have contact with the 20-year-old student who assaulted me. Then I decided I'm not going to hide in the shadows. That wasn't solving anything. I decided to separate myself and others. I transferred to Assumption. I got involved in karate. I started getting my power back. My fitness improved. I began running very short distances with the local Special Olympics team. Soon, I was doing 2 different sports in a day. I became faster. By the time I got to college, I was a serious athlete on the Ontario team headed to nationals. When I started at Mohawk College, I was interested in signing up for the varsity cross-country team. They asked me what program I was in, and I said CICE, the program for students with intellectual disabilities. They were polite, but they said they needed to talk to my learning facilitator. I'm thinking, why did he talk to them? Why not talk to me? I'm right here. They said, we'll let you know. I waited a few weeks. They never got back to me. Even when I emailed them, I thought they don't want me because I have a disability. So I took matters into my own hands. I told my learning facilitator what happened, and he said, that's against the law. We spoke to the head coach. I tried out, and in that same evening, I made the team. As far as I know, I was the first student with intellectual disability to compete at the college provincial competitions. The team did well and invited me to my first colors party to celebrate. It was amazing. I want to tell you about my coach, Donna Campbell from the Brantford Track and Field Club. She is a high-level runner herself and an experienced coach. At first, Donna was a little intimidating. She expects her runners to be hardcore. She expects way more than I ever thought possible. She spends hours before a race if necessary, and she explains our running regime to me like she does to the other athletes. She never once talked down to me. Donna showed me that the impossible is possible if you just put your mind to it. Last year, I competed in half marathons. I'm proud to say I placed second in the Ontario Cup held by Snowshoe Canada, and I also won 2 golds in snowshoeing at the Special Olympics National Winter Games in the 5 and 10K races. Thanks to Donna, I'm on Team Canada headed to the World Games in Russia. I know that many of you who are here today are therapists who are wondering if they can help people with intellectual disabilities. I've been to see a therapist for support, and each time it's been helpful. It's taught me about relationships, mental health, and aiming towards my goals. I think my friends would also find counseling helpful. I'm not alone in experiencing sexual assault. 80% of girls with intellectual disabilities experience sexual assault by the time they reach 18 years of age. Many of my friends have experienced really serious things, like being left by their parents, family violence, addictions, or mental illness on top of the challenges of being discriminated against. Unfortunately, a lot of agencies don't offer free counseling for people with intellectual disabilities. The little things you do every day matter. Today, I invite you to be like Monica. Look past differences and see all of us as individuals. If you meet someone with a disability, engage with us. Include us. Be interested. Hang out with us. Don't talk to us differently. Enjoy us. I challenge you to be like Miss Petiti. Be aware how institutions can dehumanize and limit growth. Challenge harmful rules and attitudes, and help create rules that empower. Treat us like everybody else. Give us the same challenges and opportunities. We want to belong. Listen to us. We shouldn't have to fight for our rights or should have to be heard and believed. And be like Donna. See way beyond the disability. Encourage people to go further than they themselves can imagine. It's been an honor to talk to you today. Thanks to all of you for joining me and giving me the opportunity to tell you my story.